Hey guys, I'm back with another action figure review, and this time we're going to take a look at the DC Collectibles Red Hood and the Outlaws Starfire figure. And she is a really beautifully done figure. Unfortunately, mine has a little bit of a problem standing up, but overall a really nicely done figure, and happy to have her for the Red Hood and the Outlaws little group. The remainder of the figures should be coming out next week. And I'm definitely looking forward to that because we are finally getting a Red Hood in the style that we're hoping for, at least close to it. And the Arsenal is actually the one I'm probably looking most forward to just because he looks so well done. But before we get onto the figure, let me just show you the package of this one. I did pick it up at a mock time, pre-ordered it a while ago, and just picked it up at the local store. And I did the same with the other two, should be picking them up soon. So you have the typical box, you have the Red Hood and the Outlaws logo at the top, you can see that, and also in the back of the package. And then at the bottom we have DC Comics the New 52 Starfire action figure. On this side we have a shot of the figure sculpted by Jack Matthews, familiar name. Back you have From Tamarinian Princess to Slave to Outlaw, the intergalactic superhero Starfire is all ablaze with this all-new action figure based on the designs from her action-packed monthly comic book, Red Hood and the Outlaws. And then as you see here, Red Hood is there, and Arsenal's here. I'm really excited for Arsenal because he looks really awesome. He has the removable cap, he's got a really nice looking, like, sculpt and accessories. Red Hood, I'm excited for, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not sold on that sculpt yet, and I also am not a big fan of the lips on the helmet, but that's just personal preference. So I'll have to see him in person, see what I think. And then you have a really nice shot of the artwork on the side here. So let's get into the figure. I feel like I'm a little all over the place with this one, guys. Sorry about that. But here we have the figure. Now, she looks beautiful. Let's just start off with that. She's a little bit underdressed, but that's how the character is designed, so what are you going to do? For how she was designed, the figure was done very well. Now, I did watch my buddy Rob's Rogue's review of this figure, which if you haven't seen, I recommend watching because there is a really funny bit in the middle of the review that will definitely get you laughing. And he kind of raved about this figure and said that, you know, her weight, a lot of, her hair is a solid piece, which does not bend or anything. It's very heavy, and so when before I got her, I was like, Rob, I mean, does she stand okay? And he was like, yeah, she stands great, her weight placement is right on. And I watched his review, and sure enough, his stood perfectly. But mine doesn't seem to do that. She is standing right now, as you can see, and her hair actually is off of my desk. I don't know if you can see that. But her legs have to be very spread for her to be able to stand like this. And if I try to stand her with her legs closer together, or, like stand her up straight, she will fall over. And I'm pretty sure Rob had her standing like normally on his shelf. So this figure can be a bit hit or miss. See, and now she's okay. I have to spread her legs at least that much to get her to stand. But this is actually an improvement over the first night I took her out of the package. I had to like lean her on her hair to get her to stand. So she's getting somewhere, I guess. She's learning. But yeah, she seems to be a little bit hit or miss. From figure to figure. I think Rob got a little luckier than I did. But, if you get her in the right pose, I guess she's okay. See it now? I'm just going to show you the figure now. Instead of trying to get her to stand. So, take a look at the face. So, the sculpting on this figure is beautiful, as I said. She looks very pleasant. Just got a bit of mold release in here. Sorry about that. She's painted well. It's she's just got the green eyes, so she's just a little easier to paint, I think, than having to put in like irises and pupils and having to give her more of an expression. But I do think she was done well there. She's got good sculpting on the whole body. She looks pretty well proportioned. Not too much emphasis on any particular areas. The outfit is sculpted well. Every piece of like the bikini and the shoulder pads, everything, the gauntlets, all sculpted, not just painted on. You know, the boots look really good as well. There you go. But the best part is obviously the hair. So you can see that, yeah, it is one big solid piece. Big hunk of plastic that's not hollow, that's not bendable, but it does look beautiful. She's got, you know, like she's got one stray hair here that's not attached. And then she's got this long bit here that goes down, up, and it looks like, you know, fire, like it's turning into flames. The paint job is really nice there, and I guess the whole hair was cast in like a translucent or translucent-y yellowy color plastic, and then they painted over here this color, which they did really well. They did shading and dry brushing, and it just looks really nice. And then the translucent bits have, you know, touches of the pinkish reddish color on the ends of flames as well. Looks really, really nice. But it does, since, you know, it's not bendable or anything, I feel like her head is kind of always stuck, like, looking down. Because, you know, if you put her hair right up against her thighs, or her calves, that is, that's when she kind of looks up straight. Oh my god, she's standing! Wait, I think her legs are kind of spread. Oh my god, guys, she's standing, look! Maybe my desks are just crooked. Oh, cool! Okay, so she has hope. She's learning, like I said. I don't know how that happened, but, yeah, so that's cool. I guess it just takes some playing around with, but yeah, I mean, still, you know, it was so much easier for Rob, so I guess, like I said, I think it is a little hit or miss, but I'm glad that she's, I'm getting a little luckier now. That, I mean, her foot is kind of crooked, but whatever, it's like, it's, okay, cool. Alright, anyway, so yeah, hair is really, really nice. Paint apps look really good all around. I just love the hair. Everything else is, you know, a shiny, like, oops, sorry, metallic purple. She's got the silver on the boots, red here. Her nails are purple as well, and they look like she's got really long nails. That's a little bit messy in my opinion, but otherwise, really, really good. So, we'll do articulation. So as I was saying, sorry, this is what I was talking about before I was, you know, amazed. Her hair causes her head to kind of always kind of look down, unless you really hit the hair right up against the calves, and that's when it starts to look like she's like kind of looking straight. But even still, she looks like she's looking down a little bit, and I guess this is the key to balancing her, is make sure the hair is right up against her legs. So you can make her look down, and then her hair will come out, but you can't make her look up at all because the hair obviously hits the legs. She can turn her head, but not too much because, again, because of the hair. So, yeah, you're kind of best with her looking straight on. Uh-oh. Guys. Did I just break my figure? Wait. This might just go right back in. This is the moment of silence. Did Olivia break her figure? What happened? Is the review ruined? I think this is... Oh, I think this piece just pops back in, but that's a little disheartening. Okay, yeah, she's fine. Pops back in. Well, be careful with that. Hasn't happened to me until this review, so just be careful with that. It does pop back in. So as you can see, these pads are hinged. It reminds me a lot of the Marvel Legends Nova, which I have filmed the review of, but haven't uploaded yet, so you don't know what I'm talking about, unless you know, are familiar with the figure. But this is a little bit better, because they are kind of, they're smaller shoulder pads, and they don't really do the same thing that Novas do. So, they are hinged, and then the shoulders will go up to about here, and they'll go around. I'm not going to push it because she's pretty tight in the joints. And then bicep swivel, elbow hinge, and then she rotates up at the top of the gauntlet, which is a little strange to me. I don't know why they didn't rotate her at the wrist, but she does rotate at the gauntlet on both sides. She's got no ab crunch, no waist twist or anything in this area, which gives it a good sculpt, but not as much posability. She does have T-jointed hips, which go out to about here, and you can see that it's on a lovely clear plastic joint, not to be showing off her crotch, but yeah, more clear plastic. They'll go only about this far forward, about that far back, and then she's got a boot swivel up here above the knee, a knee joints, and ankle joints, which are pretty stiff, so I'm going to try to not play with them too much. Whew, but yeah, so that was an interesting review. I've learned kind of how to get her to pose a little better. I've learned that her hinged shoulder pads are a little touchy, and maybe entertain you guys. Let's hope. So definitely recommend this one if you're a fan of the character, or, you know, the Red Hood and the Outlaws, or, you know, whatever. If you're interested in picking her up, I do recommend her. Just be careful with the shoulder pads and just take some time posing her. She will stand, even though her hair is heavy. And that's it, really. So I hope you guys liked this review. This has been my review of the DC Collectibles Red Hood and the Outlaws Starfire action figure. And I'm hoping to get the other two in the series next week. And if so, you can see those reviews as soon as I get them, because I'm going to be really excited. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.